Well, I am a dog lover. And so the first people that I see is the dogs. And I just loved them. They were just like little people, like big people. Bose is a big dog and Sonny is smaller. And so my girlfriend said, it's time to go. So we go. I go up to the door. I'm waiting for someone. I'm waiting for Secret Service to open the door. No, it was like me coming to your home and coming into your house. And I just stood there. I froze. And she came up to me and she said, are you okay? And I said, it's still unbelievable. This is just unbelievable. She's like, okay, we have got to go. Okay, you got to get over this. Let's go. So we go, and I have my camera, and I'm just like in awe. I am in awe. I'm trying to take every picture I can possibly take, and oh man, and go into the red room. But my favorite room was the Vermeil room. And the Vermeil room is the First Lady's room. Now you have to remember, we're allowed to go into every single room. There's no ropes. There's none of that. You can go in the room. You can sit on the furniture if you like. Of course, I couldn't imagine sitting on the furniture. And in the Vermeil room is the First Lady's portraits. And you will see in Defining the Times, my favorite portraits. Jackie Kennedy, Mamie Eisenhower, Pat Nixon, just fabulous. That room is just fabulous. And so we go into the East Room, which is also called the Red Room. And that's the largest room in the White House. And that is the room that they do all of their parties and receptions. So we go in there and the food is grand. And so I go over to the bar and they said, would you like beer, wine, or we have eggnog, spiked or regular eggnog? I said, oh, I love eggnog, but I'll take it spiked. So I took the spiked eggnog. And I met amazing people from all organizations, presidents, CEOs of companies. It was just a grand time. So I'm continuing, of course, to drink the spiked eggnog. And my girlfriend says, okay, the president and the first lady is coming down from the quarters. And I'm thinking to myself, I have photographed Barack Obama for 8 years. I know how he moves. I know how he turns his head. I know everything about him. But then I'm thinking, but you've never photographed him in the White House. Okay, so we go. I know the perfect position to stand. They come down. My camera battery dies. I'm like, oh no. So thank you for cell phones. So they come down and I just keep clicking with my cell phone. Don't have an idea if I'm gonna get a picture or not, but it's okay, because this is gonna be for my own private collection. So they come down, they go to the podium. She speaks first, welcoming us to her home, and then he speaks and welcomes us to his home, to their home. And the funny thing about it is he said, ladies and gentlemen, he said, I'm so glad you're here, but please don't take anything. He said, don't take the linen napkins and the china. He said, because I have another 1.5 years to be here, and I don't want to have to spend my money replacing the china and the linen. There are plenty of paper napkins that have the logo, and of course everybody laughed. So they came down off the podium and they came around, and that was the only time they really kind of had ropes. So she comes and I'm close enough that I can reach out and say, hello, Mrs. Obama. Thank you for having me in your home. And she said, thank you so much for coming. So then here comes President Obama. So I stick my hand out and I said, President Obama, all loud. So everybody in the room is quiet. And I said, Governor Hickenlooper didn't understand how I got to come to your holiday reception and he didn't come. He didn't get to come. And he said, oh, you could have brought him. We would have let him in. Okay, remember that liquid courage? Well, it was that spiked eggnog that gave me the courage to say that to President Obama. So that is also in the book, is I wanted you guys to see what it was like to be in the White House as a guest and opposed to be on a tour. And then